One of the other things I hate in this game is escort quests. I skip them most of the time. And the reason I skip these escort quests is because the NPCs you escort that were trapped inside there for 10 years, and they're so eager to escape, and they're offering their lives to you to save them. Guess how they leave? They stroll, they walk out, and, you know, run, you're fucking, I see you run. The best part is, the only time they run is to encounter an enemy. And say the enemy's here, and the NPC is here. The NPC walks. Oh, they run up to encounter an enemy. The enemy dies. Guess what? The NPC runs back there to where they were before combat was entered, and then walks. You know, why do they reset? Like, you're telling me you were just trapped in there for 8 years, and you're gonna walk and stroll in? Well, might as well stroll around. No, that's bullshit pacing crap. They should run, or whatever. And if not, they better be fucking injured or have no legs or something. That's just boring for me to sit there. The NPCs move as fast as you walk. Lots of Outland content has been left, you know, untouched by all these updates. Like, for example, Azeroth instances have maps. Northern instances have maps. New Cataclysm instances have maps. Outland instances, no maps. It's a map. I could design a map for an Outland instance in 2 minutes. I don't care if the maps look like they're drawn by children, but they just don't exist. That's because they haven't touched Outland content. For whatever reason, they decided to ignore it. Outland is still very much a part of this game. Like, you still have to pass through there from levels 58 to 68. And from a new player's perspective, okay, look at these new players relying on these maps that they're going to get 1 through 60. You're telling me someone makes their first character and they get to Outland and, you know, then those maps are gone? Like, that would very much confuse me as a new player. It doesn't confuse me now because I know that's just, you know, Blizzard's laziness because, oh, well, it's not Cataclysm, so I don't really give a shit about it. Like, they need to focus more on, you know, they have a whole game here. Just because it's not brand new content, it's not the latest expansion, doesn't mean it doesn't need fixing. And it's, you know, just, again, bullshit laziness, untouched. Like, Blizzard, if you're having problems, like, if these things don't pop up to you because you're too busy with other shit, then hire more people. I know you have the money to do it. There's no excuse for a lot of these things other than just sheer, like, denying and just not doing. These things are left untouched for no reason. And it bothers me. Maybe it's nitpicking, maybe it isn't, but it's just laziness. And as a paying subscriber to this video game company, I want 100% in all the content that I experience. Like, I'm paying for this game, so why is this, you know, half-assed? I paid you for this. So any World of Warcraft subscriber who's ever had an in-game issue where they've had to open a ticket knows that, you know, it's fucking sucks. Opening a ticket 99% of the time gets you nowhere. And the other 80% of the time, you don't even get to talk to a game master. The tickets are designed to contact game masters. And whether it be, I know in Burning Crusade that, you know, it was a lot easy to talk to a game master. I suppose that's because they had less subscribers then. But still, I'd rather wait for a week to talk to a game master than to get an automated response. Because guess what an automated response gets me? Nowhere. Okay, an automated response is, you know, it's always, oh, we're aware of your issue and we're trying to fix it. Oh, I'm glad you're aware. Like, that was my concern. My concern was not whether you were aware. I had a problem and I wanted to discuss it, but apparently my issue is not important in your eyes, Blizzard. Like, you don't have time. There's not enough people. Hire more, or, you know, monitor my play times, which I know you can because you can give me, you know, Blizzard can, like, you're fucking watching every move of the game. You know when I'm on, and I'm on 12 hours a day, first of all, because I have no life, and you can't tell me that, you know, you intentionally, there's a GM sitting at Blizzard headquarters like, okay, hope Nate's on right now, logs on. Darn, he's not. Let's send him an in-game mail. I think they're just sending automated responses because they have so much fuck-ups in their game. And either one, fucking try a little harder to perfect your game so there's not so many issues, or two, keep me constantly updated of issues. Like, the issues on the forums, almost always the known issues that Blizzard has are almost never, you know, in the known issues section of the forum, which they always direct you to. The forum, you know, oh, check the forum, like, that's where the answers lie. No, it's not. It's bullshit by players, and half the time I look on the forum and it's little fucking 10-year-olds whining that they didn't, you know, that their sword didn't drop off the dungeon because they have little to no understanding of how the game works. And the forums are just filled with so much fluff and spam that I don't like logging on there. The only time I log on there is to discuss classes. So don't direct me to the forums, because, you know, I can't accomplish anything in the forums, okay? The forum is not going to grant me my achievement that I should have gotten and didn't get. The forum is not going to grant me an item that, you know, I should have received that I didn't. Okay, the forum is not... I'm not asking you a question, GM. I have an issue and I want you to resolve it. And while we're on the topic of achievements, they lie about those. I know they lie. GMs tell you they can't grant achievements. Well, I met the prerequisites for an achievement, didn't receive it. My friend met the prerequisites for an achievement, didn't receive it. Not the same achievement, but, you know, we both had an issue with doing what we were supposed to get an achievement, not receiving it. I contacted a GM. Automated response that there's... actually, I think I did talk to a GM this time, not an automated response for this particular issue. Regardless, he told me there's nothing they can do. He unfortunately does not have the ability to grant achievements. And I figured, okay, well, alright. And he just told me to attempt it again, like, oh, thanks, like, your company fucked up and all I can do is do it again. Like, these are achievements. These aren't like, you know, I picked an herb and it didn't appear in my bag. Like, I had to put together a group of people and try this, and it probably took at least an hour. My friend, on the other hand, his was in with 25 people. They all opened tickets because they didn't get an achievement. And eventually, they did get the achievement. So, was his GM, like, they can clearly grant achievements. It's not that they can't. Maybe they're not allowed, and his broke the rules, but I highly doubt that's the case. Or, mine is either a shitty GM and just didn't care and not doing his job. But if Blizzard is good with their customer service, they should be monitoring what GMs tell me and, you know. Or he lied and got away with it, and that's okay, because my concern to Blizzard, like, isn't obviously not important. So, I mean, this person collected a salary the next week for doing his job. And that job consisted of lying to at least one person, which was me, telling me they can't grant achievements, which is a lie. These are adults lying to people. And that is completely fucked up. That is completely fucked up. And even more fucked up because I pay them. And even twice as fucked up because my issue was their fault. Okay, if the game was programmed correctly, I would have received that achievement and there would be no issue. But it wasn't, which is their job to manage their game and make sure everything works, which it didn't. So, to compensate me, I should have received the achievement with an apology. Instead, I was told, unfortunately, I can't try it again, which to me translates into, fuck you, I don't care. And, you know, we have $12 billion. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Because you're still going to play the game, and that's all they care about. If they can keep you in the game, that's whether you enjoy your experience there or not. As long as they get that $15, that's what they care. That may not be true, but that's what this kind of stuff reflects to me. That I don't matter as a paying subscriber. And if that's the interpretation I'm getting from a company, which I know I'm not alone in that, like, you know, I'm not the only one interpreting what they do that way, then, you know, I guess Blizzard's just greedy and they don't care. That's what this says to me. And if they're content with people thinking about that about them and making money, then so be it. But, you know, the list of things I've provided is bullshit, and lots of them are fixed easily. But, I don't know. That's my rant about WoW, and that's how I feel about Blizzard.